it's me, Joy. Welcome to Reading with Joy, where you will be reading with me, that's Joy, and I will be reading with Joy, that's delight, expression, and also some silly faces and silly voices. So you can join in with those as well, because today I'm actually reading a book from my childhood. This is vintage. It's vintage, I tell you, and probably older than all your parents. It's called Topsy and Tim at the Pantomime. Now, do you know Topsy and Tim? Have you seen them on TV? They look very different these days, don't they? But this is around when I was a kid. I'm going to read this one to you now. So are you ready? Let's get started. One frosty morning, Topsy and Tim met a funny man. Hello, 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 said the funny man. I'm your Uncle Phil. Mummy and Dad were delighted to see Uncle Phil. He was an actor that had been away for years. Topsy and Tom, said Uncle Phil. Do you know the story of Dick Whittington and his cat? Do you hear him getting the name wrong then? Do you think it's because he doesn't see them very much? Probably. Or do you think he was winding them up? Because that's what uncles do like to do sometimes, isn't it? So, do you know Dick Whittington and his cat? Yes, said Topsy and Tim. Well, Dick Whittington is at the pantomime at the theatre in town, said Uncle Phil, and I'm acting in it. Come and see me one day. Oh, so they did. The theatre was very big inside. There were golden statues on the walls. People looked down from the balconies. There were carpets on the floor and pink lampshades. Lots of children were there. Topsy and Tim sat right at the front next to the orchestra. They watched the musicians fidgeting and tuning their instruments. The orchestra began to play. The curtains opened. Topsy and Tim looked into a glittering dream. It was a funny dream too. Dick Whittington was really a big girl. His mother was really a great big man. His cat looked like the biggest cat in the world. But nobody in the dream looked like at all like Uncle Phil. Can you see him? Dick Whittington's mother was going to bake a cake. I want some clever children to come up here and help me, she said. Come along, twins. Topsy and Tim stepped into the dream. Dick Whittington's mother had a huge basin. The children put cement in it and mustard and pepper. Tim poured some glue in it too to bind the cake together, and Topsy put some candles in to make it light. See where they're going there, to make the cake light. They all stirred it and popped it into the oven. It must have been a magic oven. The basin, full of mess, changed into a nice iced cake. Topsy and Tim ate a slice. It was the same sort of cake that Mummy bought when people came to tea. Dick Whittington's mother gave Topsy and Tim a special balloon each for being so clever, and then they went back to their seats. Wow. Have you ever been to a pantomime? Have you ever been called up to the front? And the good thing about pantomimes is that you get to join in all the way through, even if you don't actually get to go on the stage. You get to shout out, it's behind you. In fact, I think we're just about to read that now. Shall we carry on? A very bad man was trying to steal Mrs. Whittington's sausages. She told the children, if he comes when I'm not looking, I want you to shout, behind you. Topsy and Tim shouted loudly, behind you. Louder than that, said Dick Whittington's mother. Topsy and Tim stood up and shouted louder still. Can you shout it too? Shout behind you. Behind you! Now, I want complete hush, said Mrs. Whittington. Shh, 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 shh. The theatre went very quiet. Topsy and Tim sat down again. Tim sat on his balloon. It burst with a loud pop. Everyone laughed, except Tim. He was sad to lose his special balloon. Poor Tim. I'd be a bit embarrassed if it were me. Like when I dropped a bottle of juice in Sainsbury's the other day and it smashed on the floor everywhere in front of everybody. At the end of the pantomime, all the actors bowed to the people in the theatre. Going to take a bow. The cat took his head off. And there was Uncle Phil inside. Oh. He winked at Topsy and Tim. The curtains closed. Topsy and Tim shuffled out of the theatre into the rain, because they live in Britain, where it is raining right now as we speak. Again. And it's meant to be in the middle of summer. But Dad didn't take them to the car park. They went round to the back door to the theatre instead. Uncle Phil was waiting, but now he was wearing his shirt and jeans. He took Topsy and Tim to meet the other actors. The bad man was actually very kind. He gave Tim a ride on the Lord Mayor's coach. Uncle Phil helped Topsy put the cat's head on. Dick Whittington's mother found another special balloon for Tim. Oh, that was kind. "Goodbye, Uncle Phil," said Topsy and Tim. "Thank you for the lovely pantomime." Did you guess it was Uncle Phil dressed up as the cat? So have you been to a pantomime too? I've been to a few, and I think the first one I went to was actually Paddington Bear. It was a long, long time ago, and every time they said the words "dark as Peru," we all had to go, "Ooh." That was way, way back, about the same time this book was written or published. So we won't go there. We won't go there. Boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me today with Reading with Joy. Do you want to read another book because you want to click on one of these boxes real quick before they disappear? I hope to see you again when I'm reading one of these. Bye.